Ready, ready.
43. Check, 43. It's a party.
Check, go.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that's complete to Jesse James. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Hey, echo.
Check, right 54. Right 54. 64.
Ready, ready.
From the gun, Lawrence. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. From the 25 on second down, Murray. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Here we go. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes? He's got a man complete, and he's going to get...
Entering pause screen, resume. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
This all the way down inside the 35.
To DJ Chark. A gain of 31 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Lawrence. James has got it, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jesse James, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
30 base.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he finds Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
5, 2.
Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now...
Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
He already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
7, Giants 6.
Tight down. There you go.
From the 31, Murray. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it can be tipped up and picked off.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the set. March 43. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, exit. Go.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. They've got his man. Complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
60 out now. You can't block me. You can't block me. He's coming.
Off play action. Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 22. And to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And
Depth chart. Entering, slot 2, slot 1. Entering, coaching screen, depth chart. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
There as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On the ready. 15, Mike. 15. Hey, here we go. We're ready.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On second down now, it's Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. First throw now for the backup Kaepernick. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. The completion there winds up.
Entering coaching screen depth. Enter slot 2. Entering cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
Up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
No gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, this from 48. And the kick by Rosas is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray from midfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 21. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Lawrence, little short pass to James. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they try the right side here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again. Lawrence. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Get ready. Get ready.
5.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yes.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hey, Haywood.
43's the mic. Let's go, Heavy.
Hit it.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Give me some. Give me
And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jesse James, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for two. A toss running left. Cook. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And caught by Henry. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Murray now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards on the play. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake. Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Down to lose one. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.